This is your boy Supa Mario. Let me go ahead and transition to you guys, man, right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How are you guys doing tonight, man? Sorry to come at you on a Friday night stream and everything like that. But you know what I'm saying, next time I'll be on schedule. Unfortunately, we had a hurricane, Hurricane Laura, that came through and really messed up a lot of things in Southwest Louisiana, man, and throughout a lot of parts of Louisiana as well. So you know what I'm saying, my condolences to everyone in Louisiana, that Louisiana and also Southeast Texas as well. You know, Beaumont, Port Arthur, Orange, and everything like that. My condolences go to you guys, man. And shout out to everybody that's protesting and everything like that, and showing support to the Black Lives Matter, man, because it really does matter, man. We got a lot of things going on right now, and it's just a sad time. And my mood is not uppity today, so you know what I'm saying, I apologize. But you know, we just taking time to reflect on a lot of different things and a lot of the bullshit that we got to deal with as black men or black people in period. You know, it's just a sad situation, man. But you know what I'm saying, let's just all stay prayed up and everything like that, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into the stream right here, man. What we're gonna do is we're gonna load up a beat. So tonight, what we're gonna focus on is we're gonna do a beat cook up with my boy Los via Memphis, Tennessee, man. You know what I'm saying? He shot me some sessions. He wanted me to collaborate with him on, and you know what I'm saying, we already did 2 of them last week. So we're going to knock out the last one tonight, and then we're going to talk a little bit about virtual guitar amps and how you can utilize that in your production, and see the benefit of it. And if you're new to it, it's just something new, you know what I'm saying? Necessarily you don't have to use guitar amps on guitars per se, but I'm gonna show you you know what I'm saying, how I use it, you know what I'm saying, in my production and everything like that. So I'm not gonna be here long tonight. Just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, catch up on my stream on Wednesday. I really thought Houston was gonna get a little bit of that weather, but you know what I'm saying, we fared out pretty okay. So what we're gonna do is gonna take a little small break, and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna switch over to the low session. We're gonna get busy, man. We're gonna go get busy, man. And I just appreciate everyone tuning in, chiming in, and showing support. So my voice is gonna go away. I'm gonna go ahead and load up the session and everything, and I'll be right back with my voice. Be right back. All right, cool deal. All right, so we back, folks. Just waiting on Ableton Live to load up and everything like that. We're gonna go ahead and get it started, and you know what I'm saying, get working and everything like that. I know it's Friday night, everybody out with the booze and everything like that, and I'm out with the boo too, so you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna take be before you guys too long or whatnot. We're gonna go definitely get in here or whatnot, man. So what we got right now, I'm gonna go ahead and preview what you got, man. I'm kind of excited tonight, by the way. I got my push back, you know what I'm saying. My push, it was doing some weird things. I had a broken play button. My knobs was very, very wobbly, man. So you know, I just, you know, went in and, you know, hit up Ableton support. They reached back to me. Luckily, man, they have a support office in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was able to get my push less than 7 days, man. So shout out to Ableton Live, you know, coming through with the new push and everything like that, man. Salute you guys, man. Y'all keep on convincing me like Ableton is the truth, man. For real, man. So we're working on the push, and we're working on innovation tonight, man. So yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. So let's check out what we got tonight, man. And while I open up the chat and everything like that, just in case somebody pop in or whatnot, I'll be able to, you know what I'm saying, chop it up with you guys and all that other good stuff, man. So let's do that right quick. Got the chat open and everything like that. Whenever someone chime in, I'm here. We're definitely gonna chop it up or whatnot. So let's check out what we got so far. Shout out to my boy Los the King, Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, sir. I like this one right here. So we're basically listening to it to see where we're gonna go with it. So we're gonna go with those type of drums right there, man. So we're gonna go ahead and I've been doing my drums in Ableton Live a little differently, whatnot. I've been looking for the actual drum sound and then, you know what I'm saying, pull it in there. So what we're gonna do is I don't know. For shits and giggles, I like to just go in here and type in random stuff to find sounds. If you have the Ableton Live and you utilize the browser a lot, and excuse me, I'm using a new mic preamp and causing a little delay or whatnot. But yeah, so if you utilize the browser, it's a good tool to, you know what I'm saying, just find random sounds. So what I like to do is just type in, you know what I'm saying, a random keyword and, you know what I'm saying, definitely check out a lot of things. And let me go ahead and put my phone out of the way right quick. All right, cool deal. So we're going to go ahead and look for the word Memphis. All right, so when we drop in Memphis, we got Dope Boy Fresh Drums and New Swag Feel Fresh Drums. Now, these are custom-made folders that I have, whatnot. So we're gonna see what they're giving us right here. So we got the beat plug connection drum kit, and then we got secret bounce. We're gonna go with this OZ secret bounce right here, man, and see what that's working with right there. All right, cool deal. So we're gonna go ahead and X out of that. We're gonna scroll down and we're gonna find where that's at. So we're gonna go through the drum sounds and see what we can find. I always like to start with the claps and everything. Give it time to load up. Okay, little light clap. And when I'm going through drum samples, I feel a vibe. I have to feel that particular vibe. Like this number 6 right here, this clap number 6. Yeah, we're gonna roll with that right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and you know what I'm saying, add a track. So if you have the push tool, you can go ahead, add a track. We're gonna go ahead, add a MIDI track, and then choose instruments, and we're gonna go ahead and choose simpler. All right, cool deal. And we're gonna go ahead and load that bad boy up. We're gonna drag that clap into here, put it on one shot mode. All right, put it in one shot mode, and we'll go to note mode, and we can get busy. Put that in the mix. Turn our volume down a little bit, and let's get started. All right, cool deal. So we got our clap right now. So basically, I'm just kind of like gonna build the drum kit around that right there. So let's go ahead and look for some snares. I'll say the kicks later. I always like to have the kicks previewing later and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and go ahead through the snares. So what we're gonna do is we got some snares in here, a lot of good snares that basically work. So let's go ahead and add that clap in there and just be done with that right quick. All right, cool deal. So we're gonna go ahead and stop that. Edit our crop and go ahead and hit quantize, and I'm doing everything from the push if you're looking at my little preview screen. All right, let's go ahead and preview our snares now. So we definitely gonna go with the ones at the top. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one right here. So again, what we're gonna do is add a track, MIDI track. Now I'm doing this a little differently than I normally do. I normally have a drum rack and I'll just load up my drums from there, but I'm practicing a new situation because I've been doing a lot of beat stems out to customers. So to help me get those stems out, I'm just going ahead and just adding what I need to, which is a simpler. Because basically, when you're using a drum rack, that's all you're using is a simpler. It's just a simpler in like this one hub. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically, I'm just making a simpler on each track versus just having everything in one track for as a drum rack and stuff like that. So I mean, it depends on, you know what I'm saying, what tickles your fancy and everything like that, man. And I'm gonna set the mood right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and light my candle and stuff like that and everything like that, man. So yes sir. Cool deal. All right, so we basically got that done right there, okay? And everything like that. So let's got a clap, and basically we just gotta find the tone, the pitch and everything. Turn it down a little bit. Yeah, that worked right there. So let's go ahead and Google that. All right, cool deal. So we're gonna go ahead and rock with that right there, man. Again, you know what I'm saying, just take your clip. We're gonna adjust the loop to 8 bars. We're gonna go ahead and quantize that all the way. See what we got. All right, cool deal. All right, now this is the fun part I always like to go to is my hi-hat. All right, cool deal. So the hi-hat, we're gonna go ahead and add that in there. Again, we're gonna go ahead and add a track, MIDI track, instrument, simpler. I use simpler for all my drums. All right. And, you know what I'm saying, if you're new to Ableton Live, when you use the drum rack, you know what I'm saying, and you add a WAV file in one of the drum cells, do know that all it is a simpler. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is to help me for stems, to export stems out later on, I'm adding a simpler as a MIDI track. You understand what I'm saying? So that way when I go out and I arrange everything and start breaking down the beat, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to go in the drum rack and take out the MIDI notes and everything like that and worry about, you know what I'm saying, exporting the stuff later and breaking down everything. Everything is just be already broken down. All right, so let's go ahead and try to find a hi-hat for this particular beat. All right, there we go. Yeah, might have to roll with that one. Remember, when you're looking for sounds, it's all about the vibe that you hear with it. All right. Yeah, we're gonna roll with that one right there. All right, cool deal, man. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with this one right here. And now, this is the thing I need to find out. So if you guys out there, if you're watching and you got Ableton Live, feel free to hit me up on DM me on Instagram at Supa Mario _producer. I've been trying to find out. So weirdly, I have to go into the arrangement view and record some hi-hats first in note repeat in order for it to record the right notes in session view. Weird as fuck, but I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on, let's do this right quick. All right, cool deal. Now, what I have to do is I have to record in an arrangement view, right? And then I go here, double click on the MIDI note, okay? And for some odd reason, I have to basically unlink whatever it is, okay? Now, when I go back to the session view, we're going to just go ahead and delete all of this right here. Once I delete all of this and I go back to the session view, I'll be able to do my MIDI hi-hats, note repeats like I want. It's super weird, but you know what I'm saying, I found the cheat code out of it earlier today. And I've been having this problem for, you know, some months right now, man. So if you guys know anything about that, feel free to hit me up. But what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna go ahead and record that hi-hat in there. And let me go ahead and make sure I'm in note mode. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Okay, so cool. Yeah, so it retained my notes and everything. It's weird as fuck I have to do that like that, but hey, it is what it is at that point or whatnot. So here we go, man. Let's go ahead and record the hi-hats. All right, cool deal. So we record those hi-hats just like that. Go to our clip, make that an 8-bar loop, and let's play it back. Turn that down a little bit. All right, let's find some hi-hats, open hi-hats. That's me with my mouth. All right, let's go ahead and find some open hi-hats. Let's play it. We're gonna go with that 3. That 3 is look like that's matching what I'm doing with my mouth. So we're gonna do it again. Add MIDI track, instrument, simpler. All right, and so if anyone has that question in their mind, like, well, what's the advantage of, you know, saying using a sampler in one shot? Well, with one shot, you will be able to, it's more simpler controls over the wave sample. With the classic mode, you have all this start, the loop, and everything like that, the length, the fade, and that's really kind of like if you really have like a drum loop doing this thing. But if you just have a one shot, I mean, it just really give you, it's a one shot. You just trigger the sound and that's all it's going to do. And you can do a trigger or a gate mode. And the gate mode is basically how long you hold it down. As soon as you let go off the pad, the sound will stop. You know what I'm saying? So if you have like 4 seconds of a one shot wave file, if you hold that pad down for 4 seconds, you know what I'm saying, it'll play the whole while. If you hold it down for 1 second and you let go, the sound will stop. You know what I'm saying? But the trigger is basically when you hit it one time, it'll play the whole duration of the wave file. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a simpler mode for me, or whatnot. So that's the difference between one shot and classic. Now we all know what slice mode is. You just put a sample in there and slice it up and everything like that. But that's another video right there. That's another live stream. So let's go ahead and get into this open hi-hat and get that recorded. Now I'm gonna find the right pitch. Now the other advantage with, you know, saying using simpler by itself and not in the drum rack is because I'm playing this on the push too in a chromatic scale. You can play different pitches and you don't have to go and dial in the pitch or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So you'll definitely have a in tune pitch if you need to find that pitch or whatnot. So what I did was I took it off the root note. That's the original pitch right there, right? So what I did was I just went down 1/2 step, and that fits perfect with the beat. We're gonna pan that sound. All right, cool deal. We got a question right here. Shout out to Kwame Brown, man. How long have you used the push for? Been using it ever since 2013, man. When the first push one came out, it was in 2013. That's when I got it, and I've been using it since then. I got the push 2 back in 2015. The first batch, man, I was on it, bro. I did the trade-in program with the push 1 to the 2. And ever since I got on 2, man, I love 2 better than I did 1. 1 was my baby. I ain't gonna lie to you, but 2, push 2 is I like what it offers. It's definitely streamlined with Ableton to the T. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I don't like about it is you know what I'm saying, the small view that it has. Other than that, it's perfect, man. I mean, you can go in here, you can sample, you can play drums, you can play the instrument like a piano, you know what I'm saying, chords. Everything is compact into this thing. Whoever had the brains of this, I really salute them for real, man. It's an awesome instrument, man. And the scale mode, I love the scale mode because it has all the scales. I mean, shit. I mean, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see. You have over, I want to say, close to 30 something scales. It's just bananas, man. For real. What you could do with this Ableton Push 2. I highly recommend it to anyone that gets into Ableton. Buy the Push 2 as well. Let's go ahead and finish this track, man. Shout out to you too, big dog. Oh yeah, that launch key. Hey, look, big dog. Look, I got the launch key 37, the brand new one, and I like it, man. It's awesome. It's definitely an alternative to Push 2. I got it because my original Push 2 that I got off the trade-in program went down. The knobs was a little wobbly and everything like that. I mean, I used it. I put it in his ass in 5 years or whatnot, man. So they gave me a replacement, man. So that's a good thing. If you do purchase the Push 2, register it and everything like that, you can get a replacement for a small fee. So they replaced my Push 2 and everything is working well with it. But I bought the Launch Key 37, the brand new one, on the Mark III, and I love it, man. I love it. Oh, not a problem, man. I got you, bro. Anytime. Thank you for tuning in as well. All right, let's go ahead and record that. All right, cool deal. So we're going to go ahead and keep that right there. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we got 8 loops, 8 bar for the loops. Go ahead and quantize that. With the Push 2, if you're new to that as well, you can quantize right there on the board. Same thing with that Launch Key 49. There's a button to quantize there if you have the Launch Key as well. All right, let's go ahead and add the foundation. That is the kick. Let's go ahead and find the kick, man. We'll go ahead and add a MIDI track. We're going to say that 808 for last, man. We're going to say that 808 for last. Looking for the simpler so we can add that kick. All right, we got one kick. Let's see. Waiting on the hard drive. Ooh, I like that one right there. Y'all like that one? Yeah, that one right there got a little low end to it, and it has a little bounce to it as well. So we're gonna switch that simpler to one shot. Now, when we played it with the music, it sounded like it had more low end, but it has more of a crunchy mid range. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with that. Now, if you're new to Ableton Live, and I like just like saying that, there's also a capture MIDI function. If you're using a launch key, there's a capture MIDI function on the board, or whatnot. If you're not using that, there's still a button right here next to the clip record or session record button. You have a capture MIDI button as well. So whatever I play, it'll basically remember everything you play. You know what I'm saying? I love that function, man, because sometimes you'll just be zoning out and you be going in, and then you like, fuck, I forgot it when you hit the stop button. Just hit that button and it'll remember it for you. All right, so let's go ahead and play that, man. All right, cool deal. Let's go ahead and take out all those extra notes I hit. And this push 2 that I got, man, the pads are so sensitive. I don't know what the hell they did, but they're so sensitive. I had to go in here and make some adjustments to the settings. But like I could tap, like literally. I'm just tapping at it, and I mean it's so sensitive, so whatnot. So let's go ahead and make our adjustment right there. Go ahead and quantize right here on the push, man. I really don't have to use the mouse. For real. All right, cool deal. Go ahead and make a volume adjustment on that kick. Shout out to Los, man. Los out of Memphis. All right, cool deal. So what we could do now is move on to the 808. I'm gonna go ahead and move my audio track that I'm talking on right here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the 808. We're gonna go to the tried and true Heat Up 3. I love this instrument. It's just like it's my go-to for everything, and I just can't stop talking about it because it's just so freaking good. It's like the alternative for Nexus, but for hip hop only. You know what I'm saying? Nexus is pretty good, but they have other genres that they cater to on their expansions. Heat Up is strictly for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it, this company is, I believe, is out of Germany. It's in one of those European countries or whatnot. I want to say Germany, but I may be wrong. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Initial Audio, man. I won the whole pack thing or whatnot in a drawing about 2017, man, and it's just been lovely, man. It's been lovely. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna take some of these 808s and see what we can come up with. So what I was doing was finding the pitch for that 808. Okay, that's what I was doing. So now we're gonna go ahead and look for an 808 compatible 808 with this beat. So what we're gonna do is, so I'm gonna tell you guys a little mixing trick. Hold on, let me get my mouse right. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a little mixing trick. Anytime you have to kind of like force to hear yourself hear the 808, that means all the rest of the tracks in the beat is too freaking loud. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and highlight all of these tracks by clicking the farthest left track. We'll go ahead and left click that. And we're going to go ahead and hold down shift, and we're going to click left click our furthest right track. And excuse me, my mouse is there we go. And now we'll be able to control all the volumes. Turn that beat down just a little bit. So let's continue on our hunt for 808. This suspension may not work for us. Yeah, that one may work right there. What that one say? Tati. That one said Tati right there. Let's see how this one sounds. Yeah. Last one. Yeah. We'll go ahead with that Tati right there, man. We'll make that one work right there. All right, cool deal. So let's go ahead and play around and see what we come up with. Cool deal. Let's go ahead and roll with that one. Cool deal. So we had some note variations in there. We definitely gonna play that back and get this one out the way right here. All right, and let's play that back and see what happens. Let's go ahead and quantize. All right, cool deal, man. So, yeah, we're gonna roll with this 808 right here, man. All right, cool deal. So now we can start adding melody to the track right here. So we already have like some type of melody where we want a main melody. We want something that really make the beat sing, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Really something that you can really have that one melody. You can come up with the hook, be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something like that or whatever the case may be, whatnot. So, so basically what I'm doing, I'm just kind of humming something and whatnot. Now, I just need one song out of this. Just one sound, one sound. All I need is one sound. So we're going to go ahead and just load up Gorilla Nation. Nice VST right here from DigiKids and everything like that. We're going to go ahead and look for a lead sound. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn that sound right there down just a tad bit. I'm going to go ahead and scroll through these sounds. Let's go. Now this is a real Southern beat right here. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have to stick to the candid sounds that really kind of go into the Southern beat. All right, cool deal. So I really like that sound. It's I went back to it for a reason. Yeah, it has a glide feature in the sound. Lightly touching the notes. Yeah, I like that. Like it and I don't like it. All right, cool deal. So we went through all the leads on that one. We didn't find any in that particular instrument. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go to a contact player. I really like their instruments, and that's going to be Big Works. Shout out to Big Works. I don't know if they went out of business or whatnot, but they definitely been out of the radar or whatnot. So shout out to Big Works. Like I said, man, they really been putting it down for all the sounds and stuff like that for the last few years or whatnot. So shout out to Big Works, man. But what we're gonna do is go ahead and where is that library at? I got one of these libraries was dedicated to the Louisiana. There we go. For instance, it was dedicated to like the Louisiana sound per se, and they got some pretty good shit in there. So we're gonna go ahead and go through the leads and see what we can find in that one. Like that one right there. Short whisper. All right, cool. So we went through all those lead sounds, and I really like the short whisper sound. So we're gonna go back to that one and see what we can come up with. Nah, that wasn't that one. That wasn't that. Hold on a second. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to do something a little different on this sound. So we're going to put some distortion on the sound. Sounds good, but we need it to be a little dirty. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to do is going to find some plugins and make that sound real dirty. Okay. And what I mean by dirty is throwing some distortion on there. Now, I do have some distortion stuff, and let me go ahead and find that right quick. Shout out to that one member that's you know what I'm saying, riding and checking it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. So what we're doing right now is just looking for distortion. A distortion plugin, and I may have to just go on ahead and do it. I already know where I'm gonna go. I already know where I'm gonna go. All right, there we go. Yeah, bitch. Right there. All right, cool deal, man. So what we're gonna do is gonna pull up Berserk from Waves, man. Now you'll notice the sound gets real dirty, right? You know what I'm saying? It's really not clean or anything like that, and that's not what we want. So we're not gonna choose any presets. We're gonna go in here and we're really gonna design a sound. I really like the buzz character. The buzz character really kind of got my attention. So we're going to drive that. Want a little bit of that density in there, that little static. Okay, and then what we're going to do is do some EQ. All right, so we just messing with the EQ. And the temperature knob is basically like another type of form of saturation. That's the clean sound. All the way dirty. So let's see how that sounds. Cool deal. So we'll just go ahead and just roll with that right now. All right, let's go ahead and record that. All right, cool deal. Let's do that one more time. Let's nail those notes. So let's go ahead and check that out on the clip view. Yeah, let's go ahead and play that one more time. One more time. All right, cool deal. So I know I rubbed one note right there. Wrote one note right there, but let's move that right here. Make that adjustment on the duration of that note clip. All right, cool deal. Now I'm gonna quantize that about 35%. All right. Cool deal. So when I say quantize at about 35% or any type of percent, that means I'm not getting the full quantization, you know what I'm saying, in the whole clip at 100%. The reason why I do that because I want to have some type of human feel to it. I don't want to necessarily have it kind of like machine quantize, hit the every beat or whatnot. So what it'll do is it'll basically quantize to if it needs to move it right here to be on a 1. And I hit it at 35%, and then it'll move it kind of like right here. So it won't be all the way on the beat, but it'll be kind of like right here at the back right there, man. So that's what I mean by, you know, saying quantize it at a certain percentage, because I don't want it to be quantized fully at 100% or whatnot, man. So So what we're gonna do is one more thing. Let me go ahead and adjust that loop length to 8 bars. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get my panning in order. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and solo all of the individual instruments and really get the panning down. All right, cool deal. So we're gonna pan those right there. We're gonna bring back this instrument. Bring back this one. This one is not playing because there's nothing there. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that track. So we got all the instruments panned. Let's go ahead and bring back our drums and our 808. So we got a stereo depth right now. All right, go ahead and do that. And here we go. All right, cool deal. Now I'm gonna show you guys something right here, man. This is what the live stream is all about. You know what I'm saying? Learning on my channel. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. So you notice the 808 and the kick are hitting at the same time, right? And let me go ahead and solo my voice so you guys can hear me talk through this. All right, there we go. All right, cool deal. Now you'll notice the kick and the 808 hitting basically, you know what I'm saying? I normally start arranging the track right when I'm getting my sounds leveled, panned out at this point where I'm doing right now. The only thing I'm gonna do before I actually start arranging out the track, Kwame, is you know what I'm saying, after I adjust the side chaining right here. So basically, Kwame, what I'm doing is you know what I'm saying, I got my 808 and my kick. They're hitting at the same time. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Okay, so I gotta make that distinguish a little bit. Now I could use EQ, you know what I'm saying, make room for the kick and have the 808 do what it do, but I want the energy out of both of them, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm a side chain. So basically what I'll do is I'll pull up, I go to audio effect, pull up a compressor, right? And once I pull up that compressor, I hit that down arrow, hit the sidechain function, and what I'll do is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look for that particular kick track, which is this one right here. It says 12 kick gone B. All right, and that's basically that kick is gonna be sending the signal to the compressor that's on the 808. When that signal is being sent to the compressor that's on the 808, what it's doing is that signal is basically taking the compressor threshold and pumping it down. So anytime the kick hits, the 808 goes down and the kick goes forward and thus forth like this. So it's kind of like a boom, 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 boom type of situation. It's the best way I could show you, you know what I'm saying, when I was actually kind of like jobbing it to you, whatever the case may be. So let's go ahead and make that adjustment. Now I like to keep my ratio at about 3-to-1, my attack at about medium fast. And I like to set the auto release. You know what I'm saying? Let the signal make the determination on the release on the compression. And basically I'm gonna start adjusting the threshold by taste. Now you will see on the compressor, the gain reduction is actually the kick signal. And I got an extra note in that 808 somewhere. Or the kick, one of them. I don't see an extra note. I don't know where the hell that came from. Oh, there it is. All right, let's get rid of that. All right, so let's go back to that 808. So what we're doing right now is sidechain compression. So what we did was we took the audio from the kick, routed that into the compressor. We set our ratio, our attack times, and the release times. And now the kick is compressing that 808. Now I can go extreme. Now you see the kick, what it's doing to the 808. Anytime the kick lets off, the 808 will sound. But we're gonna let up off of that. Now, what I listen for is kind of like how you would hear an 808 in a car. You ever hear one of those cars drive by and they be like, boom, you hear the trunk rattling, right? That's what I kind of want to mirror with the 808, you know what I'm saying? Have the kick do the brum, 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 but have the bass kind of like duck. And that's what I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, trying to achieve with the threshold, you know what I'm saying? So the threshold really is going to be that final determination on how this 808 is going to breathe with sidechain. Now you hear the 808 dancing with the kick, right? And that's what we want to do. That's sidechain compression. Kicking 808. Now watch the difference when I play it back in the music. I'm gonna let you listen to it a little bit more. 7, 8. Let's bring the threshold all the way up. See how the 808 and the kick are fighting each other? Bring the threshold back down. let's take out some of these sounds. I'm gonna bring that threshold back up. See how there's not enough separation between the 808 and the kick? Now bring the threshold back down. So you'll have the same energy in your 808, but the kick is basically the driving force. The kick is going to be always your driving force when you're dealing with beats. You know what I'm saying? The kick is going to determine the rhythm, you know what I'm saying? The movement, the cadence for the actual track. The 808 is kind of like the foundation. It just basically, it just sits at the bottom, and you know what I'm saying? It rises, it falls, it kind of adjusts the groove and everything like that. But the kick is really like the driving force. That really what makes you bob your head, right? And then when you do the sidechain compression with the 808, it's kind of like, oh, whoa, You kind of get that type of feeling right there, man. So that's basically what the sidechain compression does right there, man. So that's basically it, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as having a beat and everything like that, I don't think I need to add anything else to this track. And I will track this out to you. This will be the point right here, Kwame, if you're still on, that I would go ahead and check out the beat. You know what I'm saying? I'll play it live. You know, I track it out on the push and everything like that. But we're not gonna do that tonight, man. We're gonna go ahead and you know what I'm saying, jump into our next topic, is discussing virtual amps, man. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a quick intermission. I'm gonna take a break, and we're gonna load up the next session, and we'll be right back, man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and you know what I'm saying, load up some sounds and everything like that, and let you guys jam out to a couple of songs that I got on my my On The Beat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to On The Beat podcast. You know what I'm saying? I am the host for On The Beat podcast. We do a lot of interviews with artists, producers, songwriters, business owners, and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If you're interested, feel free to email us at On The Beat, as you see it, On The Beat at Gmail. onthebeat.podcast@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? You can see it right here. We have a Spotify playlist. This is my podcast right here. And, you know, every person that comes on the podcast, you know what I'm saying, we basically add their song to the playlist. And, you know, we try to help people get streams and stuff like that, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to definitely play a song during the intermission. And I want you guys to hold on. And we're going to get into talking about virtual amps and how you can utilize that with guitar sounds or any other sounds or whatnot out there. So this has been your boy Supa Mario, man. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Supa Mario _producer. You'll find me. I got the red jacket on with the bald head with the glasses and everything like that. Looking suave. Looking suave, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Also follow onthebeat.podcast on Instagram as well. We dropping interviews every 2 weeks, if not twice a week. You know what I'm saying? It just depends and whatnot. We also invite a lot of people to come on, man. If you're a producer, you want to get your beats heard, come on. If you know an artist or rapper and he looking for some type of exposure, or he has a project that he just dropped, come on to the podcast. It's a good platform to get your music heard and sounded and getting on the Spotify playlist as well, man. You could be one stream away from earning that $1, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of put it right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Lady Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lady Jazz, man. We're going to go ahead and play her track, and we'll be right back. We're going to go ahead and load up the next track. We're going to talk virtual amps. This is your boy, Supa Mario. You're in the yo with your boy.
We gonna rebel forever. Bitch, I'm a rebel forever. Yeah. Rebel. Try to tell the man. Yeah. I'm Lady Jazz. Bitch, I'm a rebel forever. Undercover tree and setter. Live by the rules, always never. Hustle, stack my bread up. Bitch, I'm a rebel forever. No umbrella, stormy weather. Heavy crown, I hold my head up. Applying pressure, never let up. Bitch, I'm a rebel forever. 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 Undercover trendsetter. Live by the rules, always never. Hustle, hustle, stack my bread up. Yeah, bustin' in like a kick though. Cause they ain't never wanna let me in this hoe. And I still ain't forgot what I came for. My crown, my throne, break a chain. I ain't never gonna take off my clothes. Make the fuck respect me, I just walk the asshole. They ain't never seen it like this, I know. Some said a girl unique, some said a girl throw. But either way you cut it, I'm the truest one in it. All these lame ones talking, but I really done did it. Nigga, they said it, but believe I did it. Not giving one fuck, just minding my business. I been paper chasing and paying bills. Showing love to folk and keeping it real. Always pray daily and never fear. Wrecking every beat, but I'm swinging here. Goddamn.
All right.
I've been paper chasing and paying bills, showing love to folk and keeping it
Lady
real.
Jazz.
Always pray daily and never fear. Wrecking every beat, but I'm swinging. Bitch, I'm a rebel.
She a rebel forever, man. Go follow Lady Jazz, man. You can follow her on Instagram as well. Lady Jazz on Instagram. Lady Jazz with 1 Z. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and shrink this Spotify playlist down. We're gonna get into our next session right here, man. So I got a beat already put together just for tutorial purposes and whatnot. We're gonna talk about using virtual amps with guitars. So I'm gonna play you guys what I have right now. So I basically have a kind of like a drum pattern together with a bass sound in there, and that's where we're gonna get into talking about virtual amps and how you can use virtual amps, guitar amps, to make your guitar sounds a little bit more realistic. You know what I'm saying? Or you can use it on a drum break or some type of drums or any type of sound. It really doesn't matter because music is all about trying new things, right? Exactly. So let's go and see what we got so far. All right, cool deal. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. I'm gonna groove to that right there. All right, cool deal. So besides that, man, I'm gonna talk you through the drum track or whatnot. Then we'll get on to the virtual amps because it's all about learning here on my channel. So basically, the drum break is basically just EQing. You know what I'm saying? The drum break was already, you know what I'm saying, rock solid. This is the drum break by itself. Okay, go ahead and solo that. Solo my voice as well. All right, here we go. Now that's the drum break. Now all I did was just add some EQ to it. Shout out to Kush Audio, man. I used the Sli-Fi plugin. It's kind of like an API type of plugin, and it really added that characteristic that I was looking for. Let's go. Yeah, real lo-fi-ish, but clean and in your face at the same time. Definitely a lot of API characteristics in that, man. So basically we took the 200 hertz, drove that all the way down to -12, put some boost on 1.5 kilohertz, and again at 12.5 kilohertz, we boosted that as well to bring out the hi-hats. Bypass, unbypass. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So now that allows us to add our own kick and a clap, or add a clap to go with the drum break as well, and like so. Take the kick out. You still hear the kick and the drum break, but we really need something more modern. Yeah. So that's basically what that was right there. And then you add the drums in it, and you add the bass guitar in there, and basically this is what you got. Now the bass guitar is straight, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Moto Bass. Very good VST. I highly recommend you grab this one right here, man. Yeah. Now what I did was I turned off the virtual amps and effects that they give you. Okay, this preset was a modern vintage preset, right? Using this model guitar right here, the Rick and bass. Okay. But what I did was I turned off the amps. notice you'll hear a difference in the sound. I'm gonna turn it on. Yeah. But for tutorial purposes, I'm gonna show you guys how to do this on your own. So basically, you can start in Ableton Live. Okay, so if you don't have any third-party plugins or whatnot, you can use Ableton Live's amp plugin. Okay, and it has a built-in, basically. I'm not exactly sure if you guys online could see this at the bottom, but it has a different type of, different type of amps you could choose from. You got clean, you got boost, blues, rock, electric lead, heavy, and these are all different distortion type of amps that you could choose from. But then you have this one called bass, real straightforward, and you can go in there and adjust the parameters. Now I'm gonna use the push to make the adjustments on the parameters, and just listen to the different tones you can get out of just the stock plugin in Ableton Live. So I just dialed that in on the push. Let's bypass. Whoa. Bring it back in. Yeah. So the stop plugin, which is powered by Softtube. Shout out to Softtube, man. They have some very good plugins. This one is kind of powered by Softtube. And it has some really good bass tones in it and whatnot. But if you have third-party plugins, definitely I highly recommend you use those, like Slate, Overloud, THU. It's real good. But I'm gonna pull up some plugin Alliance. Look, man. Let me tell you all about this plugin maker called Plugin Alliance. They have some really good stuff, man. I cannot highly recommend their stuff enough, man, because their stuff is so realistic, and it just makes an improvement on a lot of your stuff and whatnot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to my favorite amp I like to use for bass, which is gonna be the SVT VR. This bad boy right here is a motherfucker. Like, for real. This is a real good amp plugin. It has an amp and it has a built-in cabinet all in one and everything like that, man. So let's go ahead and play around with the different tones and see what we can get. You hear that off the top. I just put the plug-in on, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and turn it off and you'll hear the difference. It just had this characteristic, like, yeah, that's hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? Now you got these 4 different modes. You got a normal 1, normal 2, and like kind of like a 1 channel, 2 channel. Okay, that coincides with this and this. Then you got the bright, which is coincide with 1 and 2 channels, 1 and 2. So if you want your bass to be bright, that's the normal tone. I like that too for some reason. Now, the only difference between channel 1 and 2 is going to be the treble, the mid-range, and the bass. Basically, you get a 2-band EQ and you get a 3-band EQ. So it really kind of like tickles your fancy. Now, at the top, you have these 3 switches on channel 1, and then you have these 2 switches on channel 2. One of them is going to be an ultra high, and one of them is going to be an ultra low. And that's just basically giving you a different tone in your, you know what I'm saying, in your modeling, your bass modeling or whatnot. So you notice when I put the ultra high on it, it just kind of gave it a high shelving boost almost. Now I'm driving that bass. And I'm gonna turn Yeah, I like that right there. Now let's turn the plugin off and we'll hear the difference. Clean. Now that's on right there. Yes, sir. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just with the amp by itself. We really hadn't touched, you know what I'm saying, the cabinets and the different type of recording chains that you could choose from. Now, you got a different, you know what I'm saying, you got a gate that's built into the plugin itself, but you can also choose different type of cabinets and also recording chains, which means different type of microphones that they modeled with the EQ and everything like that. So right now it's just on a basic 8-inch 8x10 cabinet, you know what I'm saying, with a 563 EQ, you know what I'm saying? And you can go and basically you got all these different type of cabinets combined with EQs and microphones and whatnot. And you know what I'm saying, it's just definitely, you know, what ruffle your feathers and what kind of sounds good or whatever the case may be. For shits and giggles, I'm gonna choose, because it's 11:16 p.m. I'm gonna go ahead and choose the 16 one. This is gonna be a 4x10 cabinet with 2 dynamic Shure 57s look like it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and choose that and see how that sounds. Now let's go back to number 1 and see what the difference is. 8x10 cabinet. 3, 7, go. More deeper tone, right? If that's what you want to go for, you go ahead and go with it. But if we're going to go back to 16, 4x10, 2 57s. More defined mid-range and a more focused low end. So it's more of a focused low end and more defined mid-range. And if that's what you're looking for, hey, you go ahead, you choose what you choose, and you go with it. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Yeah. Because I want my low end to be more on the kick and not on the bass, really. All right, cool deal. So we got that. So you establish your bass sound, right? You know what I'm saying? You got a model on there. You got you have a bass amp and you have a bass cabinet. You know what I'm saying? So you achieve that, right? So let's say, for instance, okay, yeah, I want to add a electric guitar or a Telecaster or, you know what I'm saying, a strum or something like that. Cool, not a problem. Let's go into our arsenal. So let's just say you have a virtual guitar, right? And you want to add that in the beat, right? So we're gonna go ahead and find a virtual guitar. We're gonna pull up a Telecaster guitar. All right. Just finding the pitch. Cool. So we found a picture of the guitar, right? All right. Now this guitar already has, excuse me, guitar amps on it and everything like that. This is from Ample Sound Telecaster guitar right here. You hear it and everything like that. It already has a virtual amp on there, but we're not going to use what they have built in. Okay. We want to learn how to do our own stuff, right? Cool deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn that off. Okay. And we'll do so by hitting that button off right there. Let's go into amp and let's go ahead and choose. Now you even got a cabinet. Now this is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? You have your adjustments on the microphone distance and everything like that, but we don't want to use that, right? Nah. So we'll turn that off. All right. And let's go to the amp and turn it off. So basically, let's go ahead and turn off the delay effects, which would be right here. We'll turn off all the effects. We want to turn off everything. So we just basically got a Telecaster guitar. No EQ, no nothing. Just a straight guitar, right? Now we want to go and add our own guitar, right? And so we'll go and let's say, for instance, we'll go back to the stock plugin. I like just to use this as an example. Now, you'll probably associate a Telecaster with a blues type of genre, right? Or it could be lead, or it could be a clean sound. We're going to keep it at blues, though, okay? Determine how much bass you want. How much mid-range. If you really want those notes to pluck out and get rid of it. That gain knob is really kind of like a drive knob. The volume is basically going to turn on the overall volume on that particular amp. That's the regular guitar at all the way dry, 100% wet. Let's go ahead and play. That's the stock sound, you know what I'm saying? It's a stock amp and everything like that. But now let's go and look for something a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, pronounced or anything like that. So we'll go and I showed you Plugin Alliance, and I'm gonna show you a couple of more. So let's go to Plugin Alliance once more, and let's pull up what they have. Now this is one right here that I highly recommend as well. It's called Rock, BX Rock Player. Oh, excuse me, Rock Rack, version 3. I love this one right here because it gives you different type of amps that you can use. You got a clean 800 English amp, you got a jazz, another crunch, a crunch jazz, a lead English amp, metal, and a modern rock. So it kind of touches on a lot of different genres of guitar sounds that you possibly use in your productions or whatnot. In this case, we got kind of like a lo-fi type of soulful deal. So we'll go with something like a clean jazz. Let's try that. All right. Kind of sounds similar to the stock amp, right? Cool deal. So we definitely gonna turn that bass down. Turn up the mid. Turn up that treble. Turn on that volume. Turn on that gain, yeah. There we go. So we just dial something in right quick, you know what I'm saying, just for shits and giggles. Now, if you're not too 100% comfortable with the EQ curve and everything like that, you could definitely use the post EQ. All right, cool deal. I like how that's sounding so far. Let's bring down the 240 hertz just a little bit. All right, there we go right there. Now we could add a delay on here if we wanted to, because there's actually a built-in delay. Now it has a tap tempo function in here. Let's go ahead and utilize that, see what we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now that depends on how fast you're gonna be playing. So in this case, we just did top, 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 top. Now let's bring it in one more time. Top, 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 top. All right, cool deal. All right, cool deal. So you guys, hold on 1 second. Let me switch out my battery in my camera right quick. All right, cool deal. All right, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that. Camera got a little bit off there. Whatnot. We were just getting into understanding what was going on or whatnot. Okay, cool deal. So, what we were talking about was just basically getting that delay sound correct. So if you're gonna be playing fast, you definitely want a fast delay. And you can definitely adjust the mix knob. So we definitely turn that mix knob down just a little bit. So basically, we got a sound, right? We got a sound. We got a recording chain. Let's say we got it on a British, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. If you want to change it, hey, it's good. If you love American amps, if you love British amps, if you love English amps, if you love the orange amp, the silver amps, you guys, if you know guitars, you know what that means. The orange amp is definitely like a rock lead. The English kind of gives you more of a crunchiness, distortion. And American is just going to give you that clean sound or whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and choose the 4x12, number 5. I actually like that number 3, 4x12 cabinet with a 57, Shure 57, quote unquote, Shure 57 or whatnot. What's up, Los? Man, what you missed, man? We kind of added some sounds to that last beat, man. Low C. We added some to that, man, and now we're talking virtual guitar amps. Using that with using that with guitar sounds or virtual guitar instruments or sounds or whatnot. So yeah, man, we definitely got it in on your track, man, and we added a little something to that, man. I didn't arrange it out or anything like that, but we just talked on it a little bit. We're talking about virtual guitar amps though right now. All right, cool deal. So if you like that tone, it's cool. You can always go back and, you can add a guitar, you can add a compressor or EQ on top of that. Now, if you're going to use some type of compressor, I definitely would recommend if you have a UAD or some type of 1176 modeled compressor, I highly recommend using those. We're going to go ahead and throw the We're gonna go throw the Rev A on there, man. 1176 from yeah. So let me go ahead and turn on the UAD for a second. Turn that on. UAD interfaces. Now I'm not using the interface to play back the sound, so I have to turn it on separately in order to control the plugins. But like let's say for instance you're using a guitar sound like this. If you really want to bring out a lot of the characteristics on that sound, this plugin right here is your friend. And it just brings out a lot of the attack. It brings out a lot of the characteristics in the guitar sound versus this right here. You see how the sound just kind of comes in the face and it brings out a little bit more attack in the guitars and everything. It just makes it sound a little bit more broadening out just a little bit. All right, cool deal. So I don't know what the hell I played. That's if you have the Novation launch key, 25, 37, 49, 61 key. Hit that capture MIDI button. Yeah. All right, cool deal. Now on parts like this, you can quantize it if you want, but I'm going to quantize it maybe 10%. We're just going to add 10% of quantization on that bad boy. All right, is that it? Yeah. So that's basically, you know what I'm saying, adding, you know what I'm saying, a third party guitar amp on there. And they come in dime and dozens, man. You have that one, and I could turn this one off. And let me pull up another one I highly use and I highly recommend to anyone getting it. I have the Slate Digital bundle that I pay for on the subscription plan. And they have one, let me see if I can find that bad boy. It's overloud. There you go. THU Slate. Okay, this bad boy is bad. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Yeah, I like it a lot. It has, you know, its own characteristics and everything like that. Definitely, you can utilize this and, you know, really, you know, get the best out of it or whatnot. Okay. Now, of course, it's gonna come with all kind of different things that you can use, different type of tones, different type of configurations or whatnot. It really just depends on what you're trying to look for. I'm just gonna load up something random in here. It's 34. Let me see. It has 30. No, so we're gonna choose 11, the 11th preset. Actually, the number 10. Go ahead, double click that in there. Now you'll see, you know what I'm saying, we gotta. Basically, you drag your mouse over this and you'll get a kind of like a layout of the signal chain. You got a volume pedal, you got a VCA comp, you got a 7-band graphic EQ pedal going into a jazz amp, 12-inch look like. You got a splitter with a crossover that goes into 2 different cabinets. Looks like an AKG amp. And looks like at the bottom we have a condenser Rode going into a British amp, and then it comes back into a mixer. It kind of does a little something right there, and then you go into a digital delay and a reverb. Now I haven't played this for you guys. Let's see how this sounds. Yowzers. Yeah. So you hear, you know what I'm saying, the different sounds that you can get out of it, right? Sounds a little different than what I kind of did. I didn't have any effects on mine. So play the one from Plugin Alliance. Okay. And that's just the Telecaster. Yeah, the THU definitely from an overloud sounds richer. So that's basically, you know, that's the THU. Now, there's another one I want to show you guys before I get up out of here tonight. And that is going to be an amp from, you know, saying from Waves. Shout out to Waves, man, and everything like that. They have several different ones I use. And I'm going to try to see it. It's really like a series of amps that they have. And I'm not talking about the GTR series. It's let me see if I can find it real quick for you guys. Just hold on one tight. There it is right there. All right, so where is that? All right, there you go. The PRS series. They have the Archon, the B9, and the Dallas. I like the Dallas one. It's pretty cool. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and load that one up. I'm gonna move that 1176 behind the cabinet. For signal chain purposes or whatnot. So this one right here from Waves is pretty good. It's a model, you know what I'm saying, the virtual amp configuration or whatnot. Now, I use this just to have different tones or whatnot, but I'm not no, you know, guru on it or whatever. But I'm gonna choose let's say for instance, clean air spread preset. You'll notice the volume is a little low. So let's crank that up. Real country-ish. You know what I'm saying? You could probably tell from the graphic user interface and everything like that. It definitely has a country twang to the sound. Let's see how that sounds with what we got recorded. I actually like that. Better than the other two. Yeah. Now let's go back to the THU. So the THU is real brittle and in your face. This one right here is actually it sounds pretty goddamn good. This is PRS right here. Let's go back to the THU one more time. Yeah, the THU definitely gets in your face. And let's go to the BX Rock Rack. With no effects. I'm going to mix in that delay. Let's go through the THU one more time. PRS. Yeah, that PRS, it sounds good on this particular guitar. So it depends on what type of guitar you're using, whether it's a virtual instrument or you're actually playing a real guitar in the studio or whatnot. It just depends on what type of guitar you're using that will match well with whatever virtual amps you're using as well. Or if you're using real amps and cabinets as well. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on trying to find the tone that matches good with the beat And for instance, this Waves PRS Dallas virtual amp plugin, it actually fit the bill with this song. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good. You know what I'm saying? It sounds real good. It meshes well with the drums and the bass sound. Yeah. Now, one more point I want to show you guys, man, is you know what I'm saying, I want to show you guys is that you can use virtual amps you know what I'm saying, on, let's say, a drum break beat. So let's say, for instance, we got this break beat right here. We have that's UAD. Yeah. I know. So that's UAD tripping. Well, not don't worry about that. Is UAD telling me it probably got disconnected. But let's say, for instance, you got this okay, so you got that. Now let's take the roll off. So you got that right there, right? I'm gonna turn that off. We're gonna bring back the low end in it right there. Now let's say, for instance, I wanted to put let's go back and put the rock amp on that particular drum break. Let's find that real quick, okay? And this is the last point for you guys tonight, man. Shout out to everybody that's going to watch this on the playback. Shout out to everybody that's on the live feed, chiming in and whatnot, man. This is a learning station right here, man, a learning channel. All right, so let's say, for instance, you want to go with a clean, a clean amp, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. Okay, you got all your effects off. You got the EQ at 0. What we're going to do is we're going to change this to, I don't know, let's put that on 1. This is going to be your recording chain. So that would be your cabinet and also microphones or EQ curve, whatever they use, right? You got this on your drum, your drum break or your drums or whatever. Using virtual amps is not only geared to use it on just virtual guitars or guitars by themselves. You can use them on anything. It depends on the type of creativity you're looking for. Now let's get this a run for the money and see what kind. Now hold your ears. I don't know how this is gonna sound. Let's go. Oh, lo-fi, right? Let's bring down the volume. Bring down the gain. So the gain is gonna basically be like your drive. Now, if you're in the lo-fi, I highly recommend, you know what I'm saying, looking at virtual guitar amps to really kind of get that lo-fi feel. Now, I'm adjusting the EQ. I'm going to bring down that the snare just a little bit. Right there. Yeah. Now let's play that with the guitar and see how that sounds. Now let's bring in the other guitar, the other drums in there. The kick and the clap. Now we made an adjustment on the EQ on that virtual amp. So it's just, you can see how, you know, the virtual amps for guitars are just not meant for guitars. You can use them on a drum break. We use this on a drum break. You know what I'm saying? It has a lo-fi sound to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it meshes well too. You know what I'm saying? Like we just having fun. You know what I'm saying? Now, what you can do also as well, let's say, for instance, we're going to go ahead and pull up one more sound, man. One more sound. Now, we're going to get up on out of here, man. We're approaching 2-hour mark. I always like to go an hour, 45 minutes with you guys, man. So let's go ahead and pull up, shoot, man. I don't know. Let's go ahead and pull up the Heat Up 3, man. You know, let's put up the Heat Up 3, bro. If we can find it right quick. We clowning around and whatnot, man. All right, so the Heat Up 3, we're gonna go ahead and pull that in there, and we're gonna choose something random like a piano effect. All right, let's choose that. All right, so we're gonna go to keys. All right, let's go ahead and put that on solo right quick. Now I'm gonna take that same guitar amp and I'm going to move it over to the keys. And let's see what we get. So we got the Heat Up 3. Now we're driving it through this amp. Turn that volume down. Now I'm gonna turn off the amp and you're gonna hear the difference. And now let's turn on the amp. Sounds like a totally different instrument, right? You know what I'm saying? That's because the guitar amp is really kind of like acting as a quote unquote distortion type of plug-in, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's just giving it a different tone or whatnot, man. So never think guitar amps are just used for guitars only. You know what I'm saying? You definitely can use those on any instrument you choose to please, long as long as it's gelling with the beat itself. You're all good, man. So, hey, man, I appreciate everyone, man, tuning into the Twitch channel, you know what I'm saying, whether it be the playback, you catch it on YouTube, Instagram, recap, or whatever the case may be, man. Salute to you and everything like that, man. Appreciate all the support, man. Like I said, man, you know what I'm saying, shout out to all the families and people that's going through the loss through this Hurricane Laura in Southwest and Southeast Texas, Southwest Louisiana and Southeast Texas. You know what I'm saying? My prayers go out to you guys. I understand how it feels. I know how it feels to lose everything that you have and everything like that. But you will bounce back and you will be stronger than ever and stuff like that, man. Shout out to all my black brothers out there. You know what I'm saying? You guys, man, definitely, you know, I'm gonna let this music play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're gonna let that music play. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my black brothers out there. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing or whatnot, man. It's definitely hard out here trying to live and everything like that, man. So you guys, man, stay vigilant, keep your head on a swivel and everything like that. And we definitely gonna make this through, man. You know what I'm saying? We just going through a hard time right now. And we just need to get the orange man out the goddamn office. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's definitely a problem and he caused the problem. But it's always been a problem since Jumpstart. Ain't really nothing never happened. Ain't really nothing been solved or whatnot. We've just kind of like been putting bandages on a lot of these different issues, man. We really need change, man, because no telling, man, I can go to the corner store right now to go grab me a beer or soda or chips or whatever, and I may not make it back home. And that's just the reality of it, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there, man. Keep your head on the swivel. Comply as much as possible. But I understand because I have a hot head too. And believe me, you come at me sideways, we're going to have a problem. It's going to be my life or your life, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We just got to, you know what I'm saying, live to see another day, man. For real, man. This has been your boy, Supa Mario. You can go follow me on Instagram at Supa Mario _producer on Instagram. Follow the On The Beat podcast. You know what I'm saying? Follow the On The Beat podcast on Instagram, on the beat.podcast. on Instagram, man. Email us if you want to get on the show, onthebeat.podcast@gmail.com. Definitely email us if you want to get on the show. Broadcast your music, broadcast your brand, broadcast what you have going on. We always welcoming artists, producers, engineers, business owners, brand ambassadors, you name it. Come on the show. We're definitely going to get you out there, man, and stuff like that, man. Shout out to Twitch, man, giving us an awesome platform and whatnot, man. I love it and everything like that, man. This has been your boy, Supa Mario, man. I'm going to go ahead and ride out and everything like that. I hope you learned something new today. Come back on Sunday night, man. We're going to jump into something new. We may go into something in personas and start working in personas and make a beat in personas and look at some past sessions that I have. And we're going to talk about plugins. I think that's what we're going to do on Sunday night, man. We're going to talk about plugins and what different plugins I use for vocals. So that's what we're going to top it up about on Sunday night, man. What plugins I use for vocals and everything like that, man. So catch me Sunday night, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be coming back to you guys. Appreciate you for riding with me. And this has been your boy, Supa Mario. Let's go.